everybody, my name is Master Games YT and welcome to a ranking video. Today, I'm going to be ranking every single one of my iconic cars that are specific to me that you only see me driving. That make sense? Alright, let's start with this one and we'll work our way down. Why is there two of the... Okay, so there's a double entry, okay. Anyway, we'll start with this one. That's Laser Fog, the original Laser Fog. Not really a car I use that much. It's not really that good a car. I mean, it's a Dodge Challenger, and you all know how I feel about Dodge Challengers. I don't really like them. I have warmed up to them, but I still don't like them. Like, if you... You know? So... It's an iconic car that went through a lot of phases. It had an evolution. I'm gonna put it in the middle, C tier. I'm gonna put it as C tier for now, with potential to move down. Next up, we got my Stowe. I've only used this thing in a handful of videos, but the livery on it is specific to me. I made it, and no one else has copied it. No one else wants to copy it. This chair is loud as shit. Sorry about that. But, yeah. The Stowe. The Huracan STO. Where should I put that? I think I'm gonna put that in E. Because even though you can even see it in the picture, it's got the little sheep monogram on it. And the sheep wheels. Not a car I use that often. Much like the Challenger, I don't use it that often, but it's very slow relative to that game. It still goes 300 miles an hour, but this goes 350, so heads or tails. Next is... I'm trying to remember this thing's name. I think I literally just call it the GTR. I think that's literally just my name. It's just... What it was originally is just a mock-up of... Or I guess not a mock-up. Technically it's just an original design based off of the Liberty Walk design done better. But I based it off of Liberty Walk GTR. It has my insignia on the back. D tier. Alright, now we've come circling again. Well, we've come full circle anyway. This is also Laser Fog, but it's a Charger Laser Fog. This is the one that the picture... It's from Car Parking Multiplayer 2. It's the one that I use heavily to win rally races. So, let's see. I use it for rally. It has its own vanity plate, which, I'll give you 3 guesses where the vanity plate came from. Hint, AI image. But, yeah. It was basically just a car that I made an AI image of using Discord, and it just became a hit. It's also a song. The name, and actually, yeah, this is basically an AI car. Because it was an AI image of a Dodge Charger, but instead of saying Charger on the grill, it said... Well, it said gibberish, but I interpreted it as Laser Fog. And that just became the thing for this. So, D tier. Actually, C tier. Have them both side by side. Next Oh god. This is a special one. The Porsche GT3 RS. As you have all seen before, play the clip. Isn't that lovely? This thing is hell on wheels. I love this thing to death. I think it's now stage 6. That update just came out and it's already stage 6 maxed. The thing goes 370. It's amazing. I love it. Ranking it though, this I immediately want to put this in S tier, but you guys are gonna have a fucking conniption with that. Since it, and as you all know, it's not the new Porsche, in air quotes, because it goes faster than a stock new Porsche, yes, which is a T-Chart Cabriolet, by the way, which I also don't have, because I have that. Because, fun fact, I had a T-Chart Cabriolet, and I sold that and bought this. It was my first, I think the first car that I ever bought that had rainbow smoke on it. Actually, no, wait. It was the first car that I bought rainbow smoke for it. Because, yeah, it has rainbow smoke, and it's absolutely beautiful. A tier. Next up, we got the Bullet.
I won't question why so many a time.
I cry every time. Anyways, the Bullet. As you all know, I lost this car before. And I know that I always hype it up. I always hype up the Bullet because it has, you know, the livery of the engine on the hood and the flaming bullet on the side that has the waves of blood behind it, as if the bullet was speeding so fast it kicked him up. I'm pretty sure none of you have ever heard that before. That's actually just waves of blood behind the bullet. Behind the titular bullet on the bullet. Anyway, don't take a shot every time I say the Bullet. But, B tier for Bullet. Ooh, now we're getting into some spicy territory. That is 3 cars in that image, but this is actually, I'm actually about to rank like 8 cars. This is the Cyclone lineage, which, as you all know, there have been 8 Cyclones. Some of them you have never seen. Most of them aren't in existence anymore. And that picture has the Mark 1, Mark 10, and Mark 12 in it. I think because the Cyclone is just so great. It was the first car that I actually sought after. Anyway, that's enough blabbing. EX. It's basically, which, if any of you even remember the Holy Trinity, good for you. Next. Ooh, I don't think any of you have seen this car yet. This is the CLK Chameleon. It's a car that I just made. like a few hours ago. You haven't seen it yet. It's gonna be in a few videos. It's great. It has 16? Yeah, 1666. It has 1666 horsepower. That should tell you something. But yeah, it's based off of the Chameleon, which is an AMG 1. So it's basically the grandfather. Even though it's newer, it's technically the grandfather of the Chameleon. By chronology or whatever, however you pronounce that. But I like it. It has the same exact rims as the actual Chameleon. D tier. Next we got the Drift Viper. I don't think any of you really cared about the Drift Viper. Because how many views did that video get? I'm trying to remember. I have no idea how many views that video got. Really popular video, apparently. I did not know that. But anyway, as you all know, I have Car Parking 1 and 2. I have a Drift Viper. So, B. Actually, let's put it in C. It's a mid car. Actually, I wouldn't call it mid. I rarely use it. E. Now, whoa, whoa, whoa. Now we're at the very, very best. This car was the first ever car that you guys seem to really like and that I fell in love with. Because as you know, the Chameleon is just a car that I've used time again. 3,000 miles on the odometer. It's my favorite car. I use it every day. And for an entire year, it was basically the halo car of my videos. I make a video with the Chameleon, boom, you guys watch it. I mean, is the Chameleon. S tier. This. I don't even know if you guys even remember this car. This is the Lamborghini Countach that I had every single person sign. So it has, I think it has 150 signatures on it. It was the car that I made for my 100 subscribers. I released it alongside the Techno Riot 100 subscriber edition, or maybe 150, something like that. Because, yeah, it was the 100 subscriber edition of Techno Riot that I released this car beside. Now, I gotta be honest, I don't use it. Because it just reminds me of when I was on the HN Overdrive show. If you guys even know what that is. You guys don't know what that is, actually. What am I talking about? So, yeah, this thing is fucking Z tier. This thing is Z tier. It actually F. Just F. You know what? F and Z. Just for flourish. Alright. That's my list. Hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you learned a little something about my cars. And, that's gonna be it for this video. Bye.